So, hi everyone. This is the third session of our webinar series, and today we have Mr. Archit Asanare with us. So, guys, Archit, वो friends होते हैं ना आपके जो goat होते हैं बिल्कुल like greatest of all time. They are the master of everything. आप उनसे जो भी करा लो, they are like the best at it. So that is Archit to me. Archit is a qualified chartered accountant, and he is a FRM, and he has done a CFA. I mean, like इतनी सारी पढ़ाई करता कौन है? And uske baad, in spite of doing all this, he is working in front-end consulting. That's like, oh my God. The biggest field to break in right now is consulting and product management, and Archit is working into that. So that's why ये मेरा motive था to invite Archit into our webinar today, so that Archit आए और हमें अपने secrets बताए कि यार इतने कम time में इतनी ज़्यादा growth करी है. So Archit का तो होना बनता था. So that's how we'll get started. Archit, thank you so much for being here with us today. And
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Prachi. And, I'm happy to be here. And first of all, congratulations to you for this initiative that you have started. And I know that you have been doing it for a long time now. But like I said during our offline conversation, also, it's a much needed initiative for all the fresher chartered accountants, someone who has just started working in the industry. It's a much needed guidance. So hearty congratulations on that.
great. Thank you so much, Archit. It means a lot. So Archit, सबसे पहले मैं start करूंगी ना. अगर हम fresher रहते हैं, जैसे मुझे experience भी है, फिर भी मुझे बहुत अच्छा idea नहीं है. Suppose like what exactly is consulting and what exactly is product management. थोड़ा सा इसके बारे में अगर आप हमें please बता पाए तो.
Sure, and I'll explain it in a very layman's term.
Yeah.
And like for consulting, it's basically organizations who are working in industries. They'll come to you, to the consulting firm, with some of the problems or issues or pain points that they are facing. There can be n number of problems that they may come up with, and then you have to dissect that problem into a very structured manner, and then you provide a solution on how to resolve those issues or resolve those problems or pain points that they are facing while operating in that particular industry or their business. So this is consulting in a very simple or layman's term, where you basically dissect the problem into n number of problem statements, and then you start providing solutions, actionable solutions that they can work upon and improve their business operations. And
Okay.
product management is a very different field. So you can think of product management as building the application and managing the application. हम लोग एक simple application का example लेते हैं, जैसे Zomato is an app that we use in our day-to-day life. Building that application and then managing it, what all functionalities and feature that application should have that will be helpful to the user. Then on the user interface also, Zomato का जो user interface आज है and the one that was 3 years back is very different. So user interface enhancement that will make the consumer journey much more fruitful and easy on the application, that also forms part of product management. And then sometimes there are some bugs or glitches that come up in the application, so you have to also work on resolving those issues or those pain points. So
मतलब
this is a
प्रोडक्ट है हम उसको कंटिन्यूअसली इवॉल्व कैसे करें, बेटर कैसे बनाएं,
exact
उसके वैल्यू
correct
एडिशन कैसे करें, लाइक इन लेमन ब्रॉडर टर्म्स दैट इज
correct
प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट.
yes
गॉट इट अर्चित. अर्चित, फिर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मेरा ये है कि आपका भी एक्सपीरियंस रहा होगा, और जैसे हम लिंक्डइन में वैकेंसीज वगैरह भी देखते हैं, यूजुअली कंसल्टिंग एंड प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट इतना नीश फील्ड है अपने आप में. इट्स
correct
सच अ लाइक क्रेम ऑफ द क्रेम, लाइक चेरी ऑन द
correct
टॉप ऑफ द केक वाला वो है. So, अगर suppose there is a chartered accountant, he's a fresher chartered accountant, and guys, everybody who's watching the webinar, यहाँ chartered accountant means everybody who's a finance professional. So you can be a CA,
correct
CS, CMA, or you've done an MBA. So coming back to my question, Archit, जैसे हम देखते भी हैं कि ये इतनी niche field है, so यहाँ पर top tier 1 MBAs, बिल्कुल IIMs, ISB, IIT, यहाँ के लोग बहुत ज्यादा इस फील्ड में रहते हैं. सो हम चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स होकर ये फील्ड में, हम एमबीए प्रोफेशनल्स होकर ये फील्ड में हम कैसे ब्रेक इन करें? दैट इज माय क्वेश्चन. इज इट पॉसिबल और हम कैसे कर सकते हैं?
Uh, to answer your question, it is absolutely possible, and we have the right skill set, right functional and domain background to break into consulting. I'll give you a very practical answer. I think there are two major pathways for a fresher chartered accountant or a fresher finance professional to break into consulting. First pathway would be to target Big Four consulting at first. Big Four consulting primarily delve into product based consulting or risk based consulting. Try and break into big Four consulting where there is a lot of demand for CAs, fresher CAs, CMAs, finance professionals. Understand the consulting industry, understand how the project life cycle works, and try and work on different type of projects, different type of clients. So उससे एक ओवरऑल अंडरस्टैंडिंग आएगा डिफरेंट इंडस्ट्रीज का, डिफरेंट क्लाइंट्स का, and then try to pivot into strategic consulting with marquee firms like McKinsey, BCG, Bain. And I've seen this transition myself. Many of my colleagues and friends have gone into the strategic consulting side of it after working in the Big Four side of consulting for some years. So that is one pathway. And the second pathway is build a functional expertise in. So if, for example, a chartered accountant who is working in an industry for some years and now he wants to break into consulting, become a functional expert, a subject matter expert, and then try to move into the consulting side of it with marquee firms like MBBs or even Big Four consulting firms. So that is another pathway.
Got it, got it. Thanks, Archit. Archit, ये तो हमने बात करी like for a fresher chartered accountant. What if somebody who's an experienced chartered accountant? तो वो कैसा कर सकते हैं? Like they should also become a SME in their field and then try related consulting jobs. Like what would you suggest?
Right. So I think second pathway जो है, where you become a functional expert, a subject matter expert. You can be an FP&A professional, or you can be into audit, or you can be into other processes like financial reporting or
Yeah.
accounting background. Try and build subject matter expertise. Be the absolute expert of what you are doing, and add new skills to your profile. Actually, that is of utmost importance, because with your current profile and some new skills, it can be in technologies or tools or the upcoming trends that are coming up in market. I think with that combination, you can definitely break into consulting, and there is a demand for such professionals in the consulting world, because people need someone with functional or domain expertise to be a part of their consulting teams. So yeah, for experienced chartered accountants, I think they can follow this pathway as well.
Got it. Thanks, Arjit. Arjit, another follow-up question based on what you just said, and thank you. Like this is such a great tip to everybody who's watching. कि try becoming a SME. जो आप कर रहे हैं, suppose you're doing something for every day, but you're still not an expert out of it. So try developing some expertise. Try reading more. Try evolving your skill set to the best at what you are doing, and then try to shift from that avenue to somewhere else.
Absolutely.
So that is such a great tip, Arjit. Arjit, the follow-up question to that, like आपने एक बहुत important point mention किया, which I also keep mentioning in like almost all of the videos that I make, that it's very important जो skill set like functional knowledge plus technical knowledge. ये chartered accountants का थोड़ा सा missing रहता है. Like if we see somebody who's a we've seen trend है जो इंडिया में आजकल इंजीनियरिंग करते हैं फिर टॉप टीयर कॉलेज से एमबीए फाइनेंस करते हैं. So when engineers can learn everything about finance, why can't chartered accountants learn a little more about the tech side? So इससे थोड़ा सा edge मिले. So Archit, the hot question, which literally every chartered accountant asks to me, हम वो क्या skill set कर सकते हैं? Like there is so much noise. कोई कहता है Python करो, कोई कहता है AI करो, कोई कहता है machine learning करो, कोई कहता है JavaScript करो, कोई कहता है coding सीखो. What in your practical experience आपको क्या लगता है कि what is that knowledge जो ये तो basic है यार, ये तो आनी ही चाहिए. Like what is that skill?
I think this is a very great question, and I have similar opinion as you have, that as chartered accountants, we are little tech averse. We fear
Correct.
tech. And I have seen this from my personal experience as well. We have during the preparation stage also, we fear ITSM, we fear
Yes.
subjects like ISCA, and then we get into the industry, and that fear kind of bogs us down, and we become
Yes.
more and more tech averse. We have a great amount of functional knowledge, domain knowledge, but we have to understand that in today's world, tech is here to stay. And
Hmm.
tech is transforming literally everything, all the processes that we are currently
Absolutely.
working on, right? So I always feel that every chartered accountant should have a techno functional flavor to his profile. You know, functional knowledge or domain knowledge आपके पास
Mhm.
है, but you should add a little bit of tech flavor to your profile, and you need to be comfortable with tech. I'm not saying
Yes.
that it has to be very fancy and you have to go into the detail
Mhm.
of the tech, because that is not our job. But at
Yes.
least having an understanding of tech, how products are built, what is
Mhm.
the software development life cycle, what are the
Mhm.
elements of technology that are involved in the day-to-day processes that I am performing as a chartered
Mhm.
accountant, is very important. And in terms of upskilling, and like I said, it has nothing to do with fancy tech terms. It can be very simple, like learning advanced Excel. You know, you
Yes.
can become an expert in advanced Excel, learn VBA coding.
Mhm.
If you can build good macros out of Excel, that will be very helpful in automating some of the day-to-day processes that you're working on.
Mhm.
Learning new tools like Power BI and Tableau, it is
Yes.
absolutely essential, because
Correct.
these are the tools which are domain agnostic, industry agnostic.
Actually, like Archit, I work in private equity. We use Power BI and Tableau. We use advanced Excel. We
Absolutely.
need
Yeah.
people who can build good macros. Like I'd love to have somebody on my team who is like really good with Excel and can build good macros. Like if anybody's watching and you fit the criteria, please just ping me. I'd love to, have you on my team.
Definitely. And I think dashboarding, visualization skills are a must have today. I mean,
Absolutely.
there is no other way out of it. And then,
Mhm.
if you are interested in going into the details of tech, then of course, learn the coding skills or statistical modeling using Python or R. But
Mhm.
dashboarding skills or process modeling skills using tools like Visio, these are very
Mhm.
basic skill sets that chartered accountants can definitely build, and that will give a edge to their
Correct.
profile. Yeah,
Correct. Thank you. Thank you so much, Arshit. Like, I can't tell you to whosoever is watching this, and जो लोग actually इसे implement करेंगे, that would actually transform their careers. Like, I cannot agree more.
definitely.
Based on my experience, based on all of the people that I talk in my circle also, like everybody has the same opinion, and you just crisp it down to such good words. Thank you, Arshit. Thank you for the great tip. So, Archit, एक मेरा और question था आपसे, and that is a bit more personal. That is regarding your educational qualification. Uh, ये भी मेरा question था कि like you've done CFA and FRM as additional degrees.
Right.
How much do you think that that has helped you? And if you can just give a glimpse of CFA and FRM as well, like as a post qualification courses, if you can just delve a bit more on both of those.
I decided to pursue CFA and FRM after qualifying my chartered accountancy, because
Mhm.
my inclination or interest was towards financial services industry, and I think these two qualifications are really helpful if you want to break into the financial service industry. Of course, you can break into this industry without that as well, but they provide you a good in-depth knowledge about the financial processes, finance. As a overall domain. I
Mhm.
think CFA and FRM has helped me a lot personally, and it has helped me break into consulting as well as product management, because they help you in structured thinking, irrespective
Yes.
of the domain that they are tapping into. They help you in structured thinking, and these curriculum is designed in such a manner that it will help you analyze case studies, analyze companies, analyze different scenarios. So that process helps you build a structured thinking, problem solving attitude, which is very important in consulting or in product management domain as well. So CFA and FRM has helped me in that perspective.
Great, great. Thanks, Archit. अर्चित, like अगर short में थोड़ा सा आप ये भी बता पाए, like how to pursue CFA and FRM, like you would suggest it doing it simultaneously, if you suggested doing one at a time. Like CFA, you know, a lot of people are doing right now. Like
Right,
LinkedIn map, because CFA level 1, level 2, I just qualified my exams. You would see a lot of
right,
such posts there. But if you can, for all of our viewers who basically don't have any idea, and if they want to start from scratch,
right.
for both like CFA and FRM, if you can just advise our viewers about that.
Definitely. So CFA and FRM, you can pursue it one at a time or simultaneously, but those are two very different courses in general. So CFA is more about the core finance areas like equity research, portfolio management, wealth management. So it taps into all those areas of finance, whereas FRM is a very niche course which focuses on risk management aspect of finance, and it is very banking focused. So if you are someone who is interested in banking industry, and interested in risk management, doing the stress testing of assets, so if those areas interest you, you should definitely pursue FRM. It is a very good course for that. And if you are someone who wants to work on investment banking side, or who wants to tap into wealth management, portfolio management, then CFA is the course for you. CFA has 3 levels, while FRM has two. CFA, and the curriculum has changed recently for CFA, and they have introduced practical modules along with the 3 levels. So that is a very good initiative on part of CFA Institute. I would say that people pursue different courses, and they pass those courses, but the practical implication or the practical implementation of their skill set is somewhere missing. So to address those issues, they have introduced multiple practical modules along with the normal course. So that is very helpful, I would say. And FRM has 2 levels. You can pursue both the levels at the same time, or you can take it one by one as well. But
Got it.
FRM is more banking focused and risk focused, while for a generic finance level certification, I think CFA is the one to choose.
Got it. Got it. Got it, Archit. Archit, any like tip that you had, like आपको अगर लगे कि if I would go into past, if I could give myself that one tip to break into consulting or product management, then what it would be? Like any major tip जो लगता है आपको कि our viewers would be very helpful.
I think upskilling, and at the cost of sounding repetitive, I would say upskilling and be tech friendly, be comfortable with tech. There are so many different technologies and tools, user friendly technologies that are available nowadays in market, and you have a lot of resources, free resources to learn from YouTube or Telegram. So I think leverage those tools, leverage those technologies, and build a profile around it. That will give your profile a much needed gravitas. Consulting industry में dashboarding skills or data analysis skills using Alteryx or any other data analysis tool can give you an edge over the other applicants. So I think that is really important, in my opinion. And if I can go in past and change that one thing about myself, is I'll try to utilize my time in a better manner,
Yes.
and learn these tools and technologies and be an expert in this particular tool or
Absolutely.
technology. Yeah. So
And Archit, how important you feel is communication? Because a lot of chartered accountants, especially fresher ones, they're just passed out their exams.
right,
This had been my personal experience as well, that people are not very keen to speak. Like, you'd have a room of 50 odd people, and people are just not very reluctant to come up and speak, even two sentences
right.
about themselves. So how important you think communication is, and like at like we mentioned, like upskilling is important. So how much
Right.
importance you give to good communication as well?
I think communication skills are very crucial at this point of time in the industry, because you are working in a multinational corporation. You are dealing with multiple stakeholders within your team, outside your team, and those stakeholders might be sitting across different continents.
Yes.
If you can't articulate your thoughts in a clear, crisp manner, it's very difficult to survive in today's industry without good communication skills. And with communication skills, I mean both oral or verbal as well as written communication skills. You have to learn how to put across your thoughts in a clear, concise manner. It's very crucial. And while interviews also, like companies will also look for those communication skills, because on job skills or core skills you can learn while doing your job, you know. But
Absolutely.
communication is something that you need to have from the start, so it's very crucial.
Correct, correct.
And
Archit. Yeah, sorry.
I, so the point that you mentioned around fresher chartered accountants not being keen to speak, I think it is a general observation from my side as well, that when you try to network with someone, try doing it without an agenda. That's the best form of
Yes,
networking, is what I would suggest. Because when you go with an agenda, right, you connect with a person, you ask for a job referral, you get that interview, and you just vanish. But that's not how you forge long lasting connections. When you are a part of someone's growth story, or when you know someone personally, those kind of connections or those kind of networks really help you a lot in your professional career.
absolutely. Can't really agree more.
Yeah,
That's an observation from my side as well. Like, well, LinkedIn is really, like yours would be as well. It's bombarded with messages from professionals. They're just like, please, they don't even bother to ask whether you have
absolutely.
any opening, whether you're free, whether you want to refer somebody or not. They just directly send your resume, and they just feel like you're obligated that आप
Exactly.
हमारा resume refer ही refer
Right.
करो. And if you don't even respond to them out of your busy schedule or anything, people just start
Right.
sending question marks, which is like so bad. But
Yeah,
yes, so
true.
that is something to really learn. Archit, I'll just part with one last question, and ये मैं इसलिए पूछ रही हूँ because LinkedIn I keep seeing, and this is across the resumes also. Like the resumes I used to see 3-4 years back versus the resumes I see today. आज के resumes में ना everybody, like each and every person would have some certification. This was not the
Right.
case like 3-4 years back, but today I would see people just going after certifications. You'd open LinkedIn, you'd find people doing NISM certifications blindly. People are doing Coursera, people are doing
Right.
whatnot. How beneficial do you think those certifications actually are? Because people are actually spending a lot of money, getting those
Right.
certifications. So, how important do you think, how critical do you think these certifications are in anybody's growth and career?
I think certifications are good to have, but before doing a certification or before pursuing a particular course or a degree, what I would suggest is understand what you really want out of that course or that degree. What are
Mm.
your end objectives? And then analyze whether that course or the curriculum of that course is able to meet those objectives or not. And then do the financial ROI analysis, that whether this will be viable or a feasible course or certification or degree to pursue. um, Herd mentality should be avoided, that XYZ friend is pursuing this course, so I'll also tag along and I'll pursue this certification. And if my interest areas are in different domain and I'm pursuing the certification which is completely unrelated to that domain, then it serves no purpose. No matter whatever certification you have on your resume, if that certification is not able to serve its purpose, then it's not useful. Um, of course, it's good to have it. It opens a lot of doors of opportunities for you, but only if you are pursuing it with the right intent. Certification या course करना है सिर्फ resume पे दिखाने के लिए, उससे कोई purpose serve नहीं होगा, is what I think.
नहीं, I agree with you fully. So, Arjit, we'll wrap it up for today. That was the last question that I had. And again, thank you so much. Can't really thank you enough for being there and for joining me on this webinar. And thank you for being our expert for the day. And like, trust me, your tips are really helpful. And इसमें से कुछ तो मैं personally भी apply करने वाली हूँ. Like, if I feel there's a point of being tech averse, I can't agree more with that. Like, I would
True.
really say that had been the highlight of the day. And that is like across majority of the chartered accountants and finance professionals. So
I
thank you so much.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prachi, for having me. And like I said, this is a great initiative that you have started, you're pursuing, and I hope it helps a lot of chartered accountants, the aspiring chartered accountants or finance professional, and I hope it was helpful.
Yes, absolutely, Archit. Like, I can't tell you how helpful it was. So thank you so much for being there with us today. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Prachi. Have a good
Good.
day. Bye.
Thanks everyone for watching.